Hi friends, welcome to my sewing room. My name is Beth and it's nice to be with you today. I made these quilt blocks a few videos ago, a little while ago, and I'll have the description below. And when I started my quilt here, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted the blocks to be just like this. Some are going this way and some are going that way. You can see that corner block is on opposite sides. So I laid them out, and as I worked along, I knew this is what I wanted. But after making a few blocks, quite a few blocks, I wanted to move on to a new project, and I thought, I don't think I have enough blocks for this design. And I started playing around with my blocks, and I came up with a new design that will be quicker, easier, but in the meantime, I was able to think about quilts. And I think thinking about quilts, thinking about projects, whether it's jewelry making or paper crafts, it gives your mind a happy place to be. You ponder, you wonder, and that's a good thing to do. So I'm changing my block up. It now looks like this, which I really prefer. So I'm glad that I had some time to think, and it gave me a positive thing to think about in these days. Quilting and other crafts really helps your mental health. So I'm going to put some blocks together and let's see how it goes. Here are my quilt blocks. I called this a half log cabin in a previous video, and I have the directions how to make that. I think it's called by other things. I was corrected, and someone calls it a quarter log cabin. I know that quilt blocks can have multiple names. So when I learned, it was called half log cabin, and you can call it what you want, but there it is. I have my 48 blocks, and since I decided on a new design for my blocks, here we go, I need to cut out some strips. So for each of these, I'm going to need 48 strips, and since these are 8 inches, it's 8 inches by 2 inches. I decided a 2-inch wide strip was what I wanted. And then I have 12 2-inch squares from my scrap drawer, and I love going to that drawer and finding fun fabrics. It's just makes me happy to have that little stash there ready to go. So I'm going to sit down at the machine and I'll be sewing a square to a strip, and then I will make a strip like this with a square in the middle, and in between we'll have 2 blocks, let's see, like this. So first I'll add that middle white to 2, and then the middle white to another 2, and then we'll add this. And these seams should match up, everything should match up just right. And then our block will be really large, so I will only need 12 of these big blocks for my quilt. So let me sit down and get sewing. Well, I have half the quilt almost ready to go now. All I need is to add some white sashing between, and that's another happy problem that I get to think about while I sew my blocks together. Who knows? So I think I'm just gonna surround all these blocks with some white fabric, and when it's all done I can quilt it and give it away. And that is another happy thought that I can think about while I'm sewing, is who I'm going to give it to. So thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.